Odd Conduit Media.
What's it gonna be?
You are now listening to the
Hyrule Podcasters! Hey, all you sticky lizards. Welcome to another episode of
Hyrule Podcasters!
Ultra Pod.
Exploring a Torn Kingdom.
I'm your co-host, Pat.
And I'm your co-host, Ben.
On this audio-only Let's Play, we venture through each game in Nintendo's Zelda franchise.
Yes, sir. We're pretty practiced gamers, but we're not experts or purists. We're just experiencing each game start to finish.
And this season, we're playing The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. I have been continuing to play this game.
Yes.
We find ourselves in the season right at the beginning, but I just got to say, the more I play it, the more I love it, and the less I want it to end. Luckily, it seems like there are a lot of nooks and crannies that I can kind of explore on airplane rides for a long time.
I think that's right. Yeah. I'm seeing people throwing out numbers like 150, 175,
What is it?
200.
Yeah, let's get it.
It's crazy.
And I think that's a beautiful thing. I recently picked up Hyrule Warriors.
Oh, nice.
It's, it's just a smash 'em up kind of game.
Totally.
And I thought that I would be a little more confused about the controls being different, but it looking the same than I was. I was like, just accept that this is it's an arcade game.
Yeah.
It's not an open world exploring game. And I was playing with a friend, so
I think make it so much better.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go, because I played it alone when the demo came out years and years ago, and I was like lukewarm, but then I got it for free and played with a friend. Hey,
nice.
Does it get much better than that?
And just remember, you're Patrick Childers. You're not lukewarm.
I always forget.
Got him.
I always forget that my name's not lukewarm. Speaking of changing names, you have the name of a new company.
Yeah. So, for the last 7 years, I've been at my current job at Engaging Networks and had a great time there. But my last day there is April 24th, which may have already happened or is just about to happen, depending on when you're listening to this. Right. And I am leaving that job, and I am starting my own brand new thing with a bunch of really cool people. It's called Strativation, and we offer strategy and innovation services to nonprofit and social impact organizations looking to modernize and digitally transform. And I'm very busy trying to start a company while wrapping up my job. And I'm very tired, but we're recording. And it's nighttime outside, but we're getting it done.
Here we are getting it done. And meanwhile, our podcasting company, Odd Conduit Media, has taken on our first client.
That's right.
And we have a few episodes out of Break Fake Rules.
Yep. From with the Stupski Foundation.
Mm-hmm. It's a really cool podcast. If you're into the ins and outs of trust-based philanthropy, which Ben knows a bit more about than I do, but now I've edited, 5 episodes, so I know a bunch about it.
Pat's taking a little mini master course.
Exactly. And the idea is that there are a bunch of fake rules that we follow in all aspects of our lives. And Break Fake Rules from the Stupski Foundation breaks down these fake rules in trust-based philanthropy and says, are they hurting us? Are they doing us good? Why do we follow them? How do we break them? And it's really interesting.
Absolutely.
It's pretty rock and roll. It's pretty punk rock.
Yeah, we'll drop a little link just one time in the show notes for this episode so you can check it out.
No pressure.
Absolutely no pressure.
But that's the kind of stuff we've been up to, and why we took such a big hiatus. I can pretty confidently say we're not gonna have many more big hiatuses.
I think that's right.
In the future.
Yeah.
Because we're about to streamline our recording process.
Totally.
In a really cool way, which we can't announce quite yet.
Not yet.
But it's going to make your little Hyrule Podcaster itch easier to scratch.
100%. Yeah, we're really looking forward to it. Probably more information about that earlier or in the early summer. We'll be able to kind of give you some more deets on that.
More
But
deets.
We're excited. We're excited to do a bit more. And I actually, Patrick, I think you'll appreciate this. I have been talking with one of the other folks who I do another podcast with called 70mm Rejected.
Right.
And there's someone there who's just really excited about it, having a lot of fun with it, has all these like awesome, innovative ideas. And I messaged that person today and was like, hey, I think maybe you should just take over this podcast.
Yeah.
And now a lot of that has to do with Strativation, but also I know we're going to be picking this up as well. And, that was like a fun little thing to start, but there's a lot of excitement around it and people want to do a bunch of really cool stuff with it. And I'm just like, amazing. I can't be that person. Like I cannot be. And that's great. Right. And that's, I think you and I are both pretty good at being selfish defenders of our time and really spending time where it matters. And I love that I'll kind of always have that as something that like I got kickstarted, but it's going to be an entirely different thing a year from now. And that's just so cool.
Yeah. I'm always looking for that in the things I start. I find myself having big ideas and being motivated and inspired at the beginning of an idea. And really, I've learned to work to empower the people around me that are also excited, because I'm probably on to the next thing, but I want the things that I start to survive and to thrive, whether or not I'm hands-on.
Yeah. Well, I think you and I are builders. We like building.
Yeah.
We're not necessarily
for sure.
maintainers or growers, but we're builders, right? And so I've gotten better at understanding, like, to actually be a builder, you can't just be the guy in the room coming up with ideas. You actually have to, like, help execute and push those ideas forward. But then I think it's perfectly reasonable to get to a spot to be like, great, like, I love getting this started. There's this awesome team now. You all are so passionate, like, go, like, I'll move on to the next thing. Like, no big deal. So yeah, I think you and I both have that kind of trait.
I do try more and more. Every day I'm trying to back out of the things that I've started, but I can't do it unless it has some infrastructure or there's going to be some type of ongoing impact, even if it's just with the things that have already happened.
Yeah.
I find that a downfall to many modern musicians and podcasters and visual artists is that they think new content is the only thing that they can push. Now, first of all, don't call your stuff content. Don't call your artwork assets. Like, value your art, value yourself.
100%.
You make an ad, sure, call it content.
Sure.
But you made an album, you made a season of a podcast, even if it's just 3 episodes, you can promote that forever. You can share that forever. Don't just leave it in the background. Maybe the audio quality isn't as good. Maybe you like the theme song in the later seasons better. But check it out. People want to hear your older material. They want it. You just don't know exactly who they are. And the only way that you can get it to them is by, I don't know, occasionally just popping it into your Instagram story, get on Twitter, share a link to an old album that you made, pop in a Discord, be like, hey, here's a whole season of this podcast that I made 5 years ago. That's my advice. You like my advice section?
I do.
I'm going off.
He is. Speaking of going off, we just went off the Great Sky Island and landed in Hyrule in the last episode. And so just to catch everybody up, you head over, once you land, right, you kind of take a look around and you realize, like, oh, yeah, I should probably go to that spot over there that looks like the place I should go. Well, that place you end up going is called Lookout Landing. If you played this game, you're probably very familiar with Lookout Landing. And this is going to teach you some of the initial bits and bobs of the game. Kind of, it's where you can get your first set of armor. You're going to talk to Priya. You're going to talk to Josh. You're going to talk to, like, all these folks who are going to be around for the entire time. There's a little mini side quest you end up doing where you go and you meet with Captain Hawes and you see this figment of Zelda, and then this figment of Zelda disappears. And once that happens, it allows you to activate the Sky View Tower there in Lookout Landing.
What a moment. Oh my gosh.
It's so cool. It's so cool. So what do? You fly up in the air It's amazing. You get your paraglider, which is key because if you're like Patrick and I, you definitely were jumping off stuff everywhere
Right. Oh my
on the Great
gosh.
Sky Island and just like death, 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 death.
Over and over again.
And then what we have done, as we mentioned kind of in our first episode, is we are taking a slightly different approach to this season. We're going to kind of just jump between kind of like the core elements of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've defined those as the main temples / dungeons. And then there are two major boss battles. So that's what this season is going to cover. So in the episode that you're about to listen to, we are at the very top of Rito Village. We have jumped on all of those ships, done that really awesome section, which was tons of fun to play, but we don't think it was going to be tons of fun to listen to. So at the very top of that, and we're just about to jump into the Storm Arc.
Which I loved playing the first time. I loved replaying the second time. Peek behind the curtain. We straight up started the game again in order to get back to that temple because we wanted to cover all of the temples.
Right.
And the only way to do that was for me and Ben to pass the Switch back and forth when he came to visit recently and get to that point. So we put in a lot of hours so that we could have this second episode and started off right. We felt it was necessary. We're going in without very many hearts, as you'll hear. It was really fun to replay, and I think that you're going to be just as excited as we are to get back into the audio-only Let's Play experience that is...
the Hyrule Podcasters.
Just love playing it. And we have our very, very special guest on this audio-only Let's Play. Our mom is joining us. So
let's kick it over to us in the past.
Okay, so here we are in a big old cloud. Cyclones. Ben is soaring through the sky, trying to catch up to this ship that these ships all have.
Oh, you made it.
Call them trampolines.
Yeah.
Big trampolines on them.
And he's about to enter the eye of the storm.
Wow, it's so pretty up here. You're at like the top of the world.
Yes, it is.
All right, here we go. We're going to dive into the center of the storm.
Ooh.
And here we...
Go.
Oh, you're on the edge a little bit. Oh, and now we can see this magnificent, huge ship, Wind Temple, the legendary Stormwind Arc. And it's beautiful. It's got like a seahorse for a head.
Definitely a seahorse style head.
Feathers.
Oh, it does.
It's all like... Mm-hmm.
I never really took the time to look at that.
You know.
Here we go.
Where Ben has
First floor.
landed on the deck, the poop deck
The poop deck.
of the Wind Temple. And here's our little bird buddy. Wow! So this is what was waiting for us in that huge cloud. This is the Stormwind Arc from the kids' song. Yeah,
So we're both kind of looking around.
Oh,
We
look, is that
see
Zelda over there?
Zelda. Yeah, it looks like a Zelda looking... Yeah, walking towards one of the Zonai gates.
Oh, she's... What are you doing walking toward that Zonai gate? Tulin runs at her, and then a bunch of light explodes from the ground. What the...
So this big gust of wind showed up all of a sudden.
That proves at length the blizzard that's been pounding Rito Village. Oh, yeah, I didn't see... Did I see someone a minute ago? Wait, where'd you go? Oh, weird. I could have swore they were just here. I don't know, bro. I don't know what to tell you. So, now in the middle of
gate.
this is a... Yep, is a gate, and we touch
your
it
hand
with
on it.
our special hand, the ultra hand, if you will.
And we can now teleport here with that teleportation
That is
thing
so
just showed up.
handy.
So
That
do you
is
think
so
we need to go
handy.
get and some gears fall into place?
Especially
And
when you need to go get more
one
arrows.
Of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Huh.
It looks like this door is trying to open, but it can't. Looks like it's tight shut, but the source of the blizzard has got to be right under here. Isn't that some way we can get it open? by me exploring this temple.
Oh,
That sound! There it is again!
so we see like a golden glow around
And
us.
gears are turning.
There are still 5 locks securing the hatch on the deck.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to the voice.
Use your power to release all 5 locks.
Standing around like,
The
huh?
hatch should open.
So Tulin can hear all this.
We can both hear it. Cool. Shared hallucination.
Heed my
Okay, now we have a
words.
map to the temple, and there
There we
are
go.
beacons of where we have to unlock these things.
There's 5
it looks like
beacons.
there's paddles on the side. Okay, I heard it for sure this time. It was calling out to me loud and clear. Yeah, I heard it too, kid. The source of the blizzard messing up the village has got to be under this hatch. If that voice was right, it'll open once we find a way to release all 5 locks. We're so close. Come on, Link, let's figure out how to open up those locks. You got it, Tulin. Let's get it,
All right, so here we go.
So here we go. There's a
Okay.
choo-choo. Now, okay, Ben, before we start,
Oh,
should we like warp out of here and get some stuff? What kind of supplies
No,
do we have?
we're good.
All
Okay,
right, let's
if you
check
go
it out.
over to the left, there's
All right.
arrows over there in an arrow
So-
or in a bow.
So let's look at our inventory. We've got some food with some cold resistance. We got about 8 meals. We got some bits and baps going on. We came here directly from, landing.
yeah, landing point, did that first little bit, and then boom, we're here.
So we got some weapons. They're all like 6 to 9. We only have 2 shields.
Got a bunch of bows.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
Mom
You
will
got a
love that.
bunch
Yep.
of bows.
Some we have a bunch of bows.
I see
Yep, we
that.
got 5 bows. We got some clothes.
We got some cold weather gear,
Yeah.
which is nice. So
And we have
Yeah, you
4
have to wear
hearts
that.
and no extra stamina. So we have done no upgrading in that regard. So.
yeah,
So the hole in the middle of the poop deck has air shooting out of it, and we can use it to fly upward. And Tulin helps us fly
There we
about
go.
50 meters forward with the
Yeah, you went
push
north.
that Tulin gives us.
yeah.
North.
And there are these big doors here that we can open using ultra hands.
And it looks like the door
Well, it's a
goes
hatch.
downward
There's
into.
it's a hatch since it
It's a
goes down.
hatch.
It's a hatch.
There we go. All right. Oh, look at that.
But
you see
watch
that, Mom?
out. I
Oh,
do.
boy.
I do. You got to get
Lasers.
through those
A laser maze.
laser lights.
So there's wind blowing up from the lasers. So Ben's gonna have to just like.
Right. So if you sort of go in the corners, you can. Oh, good.
Yeah, there you go. It's like a heist movie. And now Ben is going to try to enter this room off to the side. Okay.
There we go.
So here he is, and hey, look at that! Wow!
There you are. The very first turbine.
Is this one of the locks? It's kind of shaped like a windmill. Yes, it is
Alright.
kind of shaped like a windmill. If only we could provide a powerful gust to get this windmill going. Oh wait, we can.
All right. So you get Tulin, you line him up.
How long did it take you to figure this out, Mom?
Oh, it took me a while. I beat at it.
That's all right.
I started a fire in front of it. I did all kinds of stuff.
This thing opened one of the locks. We gotta find the other 4.
Yeah,
Alright.
I was about to say they really spoon feed you, what to do in this game, but then you said you had a time figuring it out, so maybe not. Everybody has a different experience playing the game. Some things I found difficult. Oh, Ben's got
Oh,
himself
a soldier blade.
That's 14, more powerful than anything we
Ooh,
have.
nice. Especially when you add that to one of your
Yeah,
weapons.
that's what we're gonna do right
Yeah,
now.
Ben dropped a construct
It makes it
horn.
really powerful. And especially if you add it to a zonite weapon, it's going to really be powerful.
Yeah, it looks like this weapon's already fused.
Oh, it has a thing on it. That's right.
already has a
yeah,
thing
yeah.
on it.
Okay.
It's cool how you can connect the Zonai devices. At first, I just thought you were going to put rocks on your weapons the whole game, and I
Oh, yeah.
think that looks ridiculous, but I came to find out that you use those for bashing stones. Full disclosure, you might encounter a spoiler or two. We're going to try to keep it to just the Wind Temple today, but it's like impossible to talk about this game without talking about this game. So we have all beaten different sections of this game. But we are here playing the Wind Temple for
Well, this is the-
everybody
yeah, this
listening
is the
to
first one.
the
Hyrule Podcasters.
Good looking out, Mom. All right. So, So the next thing we want to do here,
Now you go to the east.
you want us to go to the east, Mom?
You can go to the east or the west because you're
All
going to
right.
have to go over
Okay.
and the openings are down along the sides of the ship. So you do some gliding and stopping and gliding.
Oh, Ben's got a construct and
Or you can
Tulin
climb. I climbed.
got a headshot. You climbed? Yeah, you like climbing and shooting with your bow. That's your thing.
Mom's a big climb energy coming from Mom.
Big climb.
Well, I had more
Ben
stamina.
got some stuff.
Ooh,
Drop
I got a
it.
nice. We got a nice bow upgrade here. So
Drop
Yeah.
one of
Yes.
those four.
yes.
And you
those
should get
four
arrows.
bows
Were there
and
arrows?
Pick up that other one.
I didn't see none that popped. I may have grabbed them. Okay, so
We're jumping off the side of the ship, and we are just up here in this storm. It's pretty wild. There's cannons shooting stuff at us,
Right.
and
There
Ben
you
is
go.
approaching
Icicles?
an opening covered with icicles. And he hits the icicles with his sword. I generally use fire to get rid of those icicles.
oh, is that right?
Oh, yeah, that would
It
work.
might seem like a waste at this point.
All right, so now we're inside.
Now we got keys
some keys
after us.
coming at us.
I hate the way they scream. It always makes
And like that sad
All right, and we have
sound.
this rotating.
Yeah, so there's a rotating gear toward Ben, and he wants to ride it the opposite direction, so he is going to use recall.
Recall.
Recall suave.
Recall.
Be careful. There's a dude.
Oh, he's spinning around. Construct's spinning around. Ben's using his shield well. These aren't tough enemies, you know. We barely have any strength or any.
Wow, you
health
got him.
and
You got him
then-
pretty easily.
Yeah,
they
Ben's
just have-
taking them out.
They just
pretty
have wooden
simply.
shields. Okay, so now we're at a door that is closed, and if we look to the left, we can see that there is a gear spinning, and we need to figure out a way to get that.
It's a puzzle.
It is a puzzle.
But there's a lever over here. What if we just pull the lever? That doesn't seem
There
like
you go.
the most complicated solution.
All right,
All right,
that worked.
lever pulled. Oh, okay, so
That's escape
we
hatch.
opened up a door, which is very nice.
Yeah, so we don't have to go around to get
Yeah.
back out
Right.
of here. Or we can re-enter a little easier, but nothing crazy. Ben's just shooting icicles off the ceiling. And he's
So I don't
picking one
know-
up with Ultra Hand.
Yeah, so now the icicle here is going to act as a stick for us.
Oh. Wow.
And place that where
I
there's
think you gotta
no
actually
gears.
attach it though.
And oops.
I thought it.
Again,
I got it.
there's a gap in these gears, and Ben's trying to use an icicle to bridge the gap so that the gears that are turning will affect the gears that are still, which is what we need to operate this door that's not open right now.
I spent all kinds of time melting it to the right
there we go.
size.
Wow. Good job using that icicle.
Thanks, man.
I probably stitched together like 3 of my swords and did that.
Well, that's the cool thing, right? There are so many different ways to kind of solve these puzzles, which is so much fun.
Exactly.
Right. And I spent time melting the icicle so it fit exactly because that's how I thought I had to do it.
We can
Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you? That certainly makes sense.
Right. Okay, there
All
we
right,
go.
so we
Turbine.
have our first 2 done. So then we're going to use this escape hatch that we made earlier here. Oh, you know what? I'm a little chilly because my cold resistance ran out.
Okay, go over to the trampoline.
So I'm going to land up here,
Uh-oh.
and I'm going
Gotta get
to
warm.
eat some food here real quick.
Do you have meals to
Okay,
keep
all
you warm?
set. Yes.
Okay, you gotta fight this dude. Uh-oh.
That's okay. You can,
Nice.
life is a resource as well, right?
Got him.
Okay. So there is now, I'm looking at the map, and there is a turbine right below us.
Yep. It's
So,
the same sort of thing.
Let's see
There's
how
a-
we get that.
There's an opening.
Oh, yeah. So we're just going to shoot this ice-covered opening here with some fire.
Red
Let me hide you.
choo-choo.
There we go.
Choo-choo
Oh,
jelly.
you're going that way.
Going
Very
straight down. There's a
cool.
lever here with a big old ice block, and there's a door that it looks like there's levers too, but again, there's some ice standing in our way. So Ben's getting some flint and some wood out and putting it on the ground, and then he's gonna hit the wood / the flint.
you know if
oh
you
my gosh,
put-
I've never done that.
Oh, really?
I've never done that. That's incredible. What were you gonna say, Mom?
Well, I was going to say, you can also, if you don't have any wood or flint, you can also, if you have a ruby and you put it at the end of one of your weapons, if you stand near it, it will melt it. It's slower, but it does work. Because
There's so many ways to do things in this game. How fun.
I know. Did you know you can throw a pine cone into that, into the campfire there, and it creates an updraft?
Oh,
No,
you know what?
you're
met
kidding
somebody who
me.
told
I didn't know
I
you
could
could do that. Oh, we got a chest.
Yeah.
But I forgot.
We got a Zonite shield, which is
Yeah.
great because we almost had no
Nice.
shield.
Yeah,
Up our
because you can
shield.
add.
Here, let me
You can add stuff to it.
Here, let me show you this. So
Yeah, throw a pine cone in there. I tried to cook with a pine cone.
yeah, so if you
yesterday.
throw a pine cone in there,
There goes the pine.
see that? It makes a
Oh,
big
Oh,
fire.
that is very
And
cool.
then makes
Oh,
an
I had
updraft.
no idea. Look how big that up. Oh my god.
Isn't that cool?
Yes, it is.
And now you can ride that. That's great.
Yeah, if we needed to ride it somewhere.
Okay,
so.
now.
So the turbine's on
blocked
the other
off.
side of this wall.
There's a pool here. We're gonna go swimming.
I don't know. It'll
Oh.
be cold if I go swimming.
I think
All
it
right.
might kill
Probably
you.
shouldn't go swimming.
Now, see, the way I got to this was I was on the outside of the ship and went down.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you might want to use
Oh, Ben can ascend. There he goes. Going
send.
back up.
There you go.
Oops.
Up,
Oh.
back down.
He canceled. Classic.
I've been playing a different gaming system.
Oh yeah, what are you playing?
I've been playing
Yeah.
Elden Ring.
I love how you pop out
I
of
know,
those.
right?
Oh, here we got a.
We'll headshot like mom. Make mom proud. We'll use the
Yep.
bow.
Ben's
Yep.
fighting some constructs, knocking them out. There's a strong construct bow. Get rid of one of your 4s. And that's a shield. There you go.
You get
There's
some
a
good
bow.
stuff from them, especially to put on the end of weapons.
Absolutely. All right, so we got another handle here that we can use to open the door. And let's see what's going on inside here. Oh.
So Ben enters a large
Got another-
room,
Oops.
and there is immediately a construct approaching him, and they have a fire. They have a flamethrower, which is a fire emitter attached to a to a long
Oh
stick, and
no! Game.
I'm just used to having more life.
Ben's dead. Ben gets a game over. Happens to the best of us.
At least you don't lose everything you've gained.
I know.
Correct.
I do like that. You come back where you were with all the stuff you had.
Yeah, that's a really good thing.
Some games you get penalized for dying and you lose all the stuff you've collected.
I know, which can be very frustrating. So it looks like this door is closed, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The door where the treasure chest was is closed to us, so you have to ascend out of there.
Oh.
So-
Okay, you want to go on the opposite side that you were on, so the east side. You go down.
Okay.
Oh,
Let me
you got
kill this
another
guy again
construct.
because he's alive from the last
Okay.
time.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I'm essentially just redoing what we just
Yep,
did because
since you
I
died.
died.
Because you died. I recently played a game and I beat the final boss, and then it said game over, and I was like, "That's mad rude."
Wow. That is
Supposed
mad
to
rude.
say good job.
I know. What's up with that? All right, so we're right back to where I died the last time. And we're going to take out this flame emitter guy.
This is the guy that killed Ben last time, and Ben is now using his arrows because he doesn't want to get got. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. He dropped his spear, and with the help of Tulin, Ben took out
There
the
you go.
construct.
You got
No
it?
problem the second time.
All right, what should we drop here? We actually have a lot of really good stuff.
You do.
I will
Yeah.
drop this. All right. I probably actually won't ever use the flame emitter spear, so I'm not really sure why I decided to keep it, but I just like it so much. It's nice to have.
It's nice to have.
The flame emission part is the
Right.
nice thing.
Yes, that's the nice
Yes,
part.
it's good to
Yeah.
be able to
Need to
light some
melt
stuff on
something.
fire.
Or
Like these boxes, instead of using your Boko Reaper, which you broke trying to open the boxes.
you know, you can pick
yeah.
those boxes
just
up.
don't open
You
very
can just
easily.
pick them up with your Ultra Hand and drop them, and they'll bust open.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
Ah.
I just
Instead of
pick
using
'em
up your-
take them as high as they can go, and then drop them not on top of each other.
Oh, not on top of each other? I thought we could use them.
No, they have to hit the ground. They have to.
There we
hit
go.
the
There's
ground.
one.
Right, you can't bust them
Ooh,
up
there's
at the
arrows.
same time. Okay.
All right.
And
Arrow,
busting
arrow,
makes
arrow.
me feel so good.
Lots of arrows.
All right, we got all the arrows.
Okay.
All right, we're going to pick up the Boku blade that we dropped.
All right.
Okay, so the other lock is across the way from here. But one of the things that we don't have, we have 5.5 minutes. There is a lever, but the lever is lacking a handle. So I'm going to grab this icicle, and I'm going to attach it.
Ultra hand, attach it. Okay.
And now I should be able to... Oh, okay.
Oh,
I need
you got
to...
it. Oops.
I didn't do a good job of attaching it.
Yeah, you have to. Oops.
There we go. There
That
we go.
should
Okay,
work.
That should.
Now you can open
Be at
it.
the right
Use
angle.
it as a lever.
Boop.
Right.
All right. So that is our third lock. I just need little Tulin right here.
Come on, Tulin.
And
Give it your
there
gust.
we go.
All right.
So we now have the third lock done.
There we go. It's showing the middle again. Now, how many do we have left? We have 2.
We have 2 left, and so let's see here. All right, so one is on the first floor at the south of the ship, and one is on the second basement. So I think that's what you're talking about. It looks like I have to fly underneath the ship to get to that one.
Sort of, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to do that. But first, I am going to see what's up with this one over here to the south that's on this floor. See if I can just walk in there. Maybe we'll
If
get
I
lucky.
may say so, you're really flying through this one. Some might say this dungeon is a breeze.
Oh my gosh.
You better be careful. We might wind up having a short episode. That was a wind wind joke, that last one. If you like it. Put a bird on it, you know what I'm saying?
Put a bird on it.
So Ben is approaching an ice block, and he's going to bust out his brand new flame emitter spear
Oh, yeah.
and burn this ice block.
Yeah. Give it a couple jabs with that baby.
And he's charging up. Give it a couple jabs. There you go. And he reveals a treasure chest.
Treasure.
And what's in it?
Treasure.
We got a
Soldiers.
spear. All right.
Okay.
So we are going to drop this Boku blade.
Bye-bye, Boku Blade.
Drop.
And now we
Cool.
have a soldier spear.
All right.
Very cool.
So, all right. Looking over there. So there's a door in our way, which is going to make it hard for us to get through.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And Ben's pulling out Ultra Hand, saying, like, is there some stuff on the other side of this door that I could maybe do? Oh, maybe I'll pick up these boxes and drop
we
them
go.
up.
Drop
There's
some
some arrows
boxes.
in there. Great. Sometimes you gotta drop some boxes. So Ben is now leaving this room and thinking, maybe there's another way to get in here. And it didn't really look like there was a way to go in from above that I saw.
Yeah, I was up there originally and didn't see anything, so...
Maybe we gotta go in from the bottom. So
We're going
Ben's
down a level.
jumping off the side of the ship again. And is turning around and...
Okay, that's where we went in originally.
Yeah, we entered
You want to go on the other
that
side,
icy
actually. Go
cave.
down. If you go down, watch out for the cannon.
Okay.
I'm watching out for the cannon.
Oh,
And Ben is now
Oh,
There it
about
is. See the
to
opening? You just
fall into
passed
the
it.
abyss.
It was up there. There it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get up there.
okay. Cool.
So we've scoped out what we need to do, but we are undoubtedly going to fall into the storm and die now.
Uh-oh.
Ben almost made it to a ship on the other side.
Almost made it.
I gave up a little too soon, but yeah,
We almost made it.
We almost made it. It's fun jumping off the ship. It gives me this awful feeling in my stomach.
All right, so we're going to try this again.
Okay. Turn around and face the... Uh-oh,
Ben's
it's ice.
trying to climb up this.
Oh, you're so close.
Oh!
Oh.
Dang.
You gotta use Tolan to
Dang.
get in there, yeah.
Yeah.
Rotten.
That was hard
Okay,
for
I'm
me
going
to do
heal
that.
a little bit.
You gotta have a finesse. You just
Yeah,
gotta
it's a
keep
tough
messing with it.
maneuver.
With gliding and gusting.
Oh, rock food? Oh.
Yeah, so the food that I made isn't great. It heals about a quarter of a heart each meal. So this is
Do
why I
you
need
have
to do,
any
Mom.
Instapots?
I think we have like 1 or 2, so we should be okay.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
I got
you
2
should be able to
lanes.
get there now. Yep. Jumped on one of the little wing things. Yes, you made it.
Yeah, there we go.
And be careful because these guys
Ben's
are
using
gonna really
his,
come after you. The
Flame
constructs.
emitter spear, when it would be better probably to use his Boku Reaper that he selected just now. And he's beating on that guy's shield and
And we'll do a little
as
flurry rush.
Yeah, the flurry rush.
And we will kill him.
Oh, flurry
Oh, not
rush! I
quite.
never figured out how to do that.
I want that stuff though.
He has
Don't you hate when it falls off
Okay,
the
cool.
side?
I know. I managed to grab it just before it fell.
Oh,
so-
good.
I know, right?
Yes.
All right, so we got a Zonai shield, we got a Zonai sword, we got all sorts of stuff right now.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Okay. Feeling much better. Let's, oops, I didn't want to do that. Where did that go?
Going through
Okay.
your
Let's,
weapons.
okay, so I have 1,
You know, if you
so I have
carry,
2
if
that I
you
can
put,
attach stuff to.
do you have a sword with a ruby on the end? Is that what I saw?
No, I don't.
Do you have
Not that
a
wealthy.
ruby that you can attach to a shield? Because that will help keep
I
you
don't.
warm. Ah.
really
Oh, that's
It's-
cool.
Yeah, it's like having a
That's
potion.
awesome.
It just constantly keeps you warm. It's same
Oh,
thing.
I did
Same
not
thing
know
if
that.
you're same thing if you're in the warm and you want to keep cool. I don't know. I can't remember if it's the opal. Whatever stone keeps you cool, you can attach to your shield or a weapon. And if you carry them,
Oh,
it
that's
helps
awesome.
keep you cool down. Yeah. You don't use as many potions
This
that
game
way.
has so much cool stuff.
I know.
It
I
does,
have
and
no-
it's
I
just
had
stuff
no
that you
idea.
find
Yeah,
out
like,
by doing it.
I've been,
Yeah.
or by listening to the.
Hyrule Podcasters.
So Ben just turned on another one of the engine things.
All right, so now we're gonna go up to. We were on basement 2, so now we're gonna go to basement 1. I still need. There's one more spot that we got to get to. Oh, that guy has some nasty
Yep. Be
looking
careful.
stuff. Oh, okay, we killed him.
Oh, good. You
What
did
is
a
my
pretty
bow situation?
pretty quick with that. I always put my bows in order of strength, highest to lowest, and I
Oh,
use
yeah.
I use up my lowest first. Yeah,
Because the enemies get harder and harder.
to save my highest for when I get to the.
Yeah, totally. I save everything for never. That's my strategy.
Oh yeah. I feel like that's like whenever I play like a Final Fantasy game, I always save the like elixirs. I'd be like, oh, I don't want to use these now
I
when I'm
know.
like in the middle of combat and dying. I'm like, I
Right.
must use these only when, at the end of the game. And then it's like,
Right.
but I died, so what does it matter that
Okay,
I...
now you got
Yeah.
lasers
All right,
to run through
so
here.
now we got some lasers.
Okay.
Ben's gonna
Yeah,
crouch.
be careful
and-
'cause that floor
and
will open
Ocean's
up.
11 his way under this laser.
What floor
Okay.
will open up?
Right underneath you if you hit the laser.
If you hit the laser,
There you
Oh,
go. You
okay.
made it. Okay.
oh, and it dumps.
I
it.
actually climbed the wall.
What's
is
in the
what I
chest?
did. I didn't even bother with the laser.
Hey, we got a
Oh.
ruby.
Oh, you
Mom.
got a ruby. You can put it on your shield to help keep you warm.
Let's do that. 'cause we're
Especially
out
if you
of,
have a
cold
zonite
stuff.
shield. What kind of shields do you have?
I have a Zonai shield.
Oh, good. That will help. And that will help keep you warm. You should notice your heat, your body temperature thing going up when you put it on your back.
Oh, wow.
Whoa,
I
that's
know.
drastic.
Isn't
That's
that
like a
cool?
quarter, or at least a fifth of your body temperature raise.
I
rises.
actually figured that out in
Wow.
Breath of the Wild.
Oh, nice.
Whoa. So I've had 10 years to know that. How long has it been since Breath of the Wild came out? That's pretty awesome.
Oh, there's a
Slash
keys coming at you.
I popped open Breath of the Wild the other day and was like, this game is very similar.
Okay,
there's
now
some
use
minor
Tulin.
differences in like the controls, but
To go across
Ben's
the
gonna
gap.
cross an icy path, which is difficult because the gap is covered in ice on all sides, so he wouldn't have been able to climb up the walls.
Now be careful. You're gonna have construct.
Oh, I see one.
Careful.
Ben snipes the construct,
He's a tall, skinny one.
and Ben is using Ultra Hand to grab something. And
Yeah, so it's a ruby, and I didn't want him to get that ruby, so...
Oh, very
smart,
cool.
smart. Oh, and now Ben's picking up a barrel that has
You gonna
a
drop it on him?
blow up thing on
Oh,
it, and he just
you blew him
drops it
up.
on him.
Oh
And
my
he's dead.
gosh! I never did
Good
that.
job using your environment, man.
That's
I
really
guess I
good.
didn't have to worry
And
about
it-
getting so many bows
right.
coming in because you get a lot of bows.
Yeah. Okay, so now we are we're gonna use ascend and we're gonna go through the floor here.
Up we go.
We're rising up.
And
You get an exit.
we're getting closer and closer to our last turbine. So we're just gonna run around this hole in the floor. And right now we're on basement 1, and we just need to get up to the first floor in order to get our last turbine. And so here we go. All right, so now we are looking at a ladder, a closed door, and some kind of gear.
Wait, hold on. Behind that, some kind of gear. Is
Oh.
that Beetle?
Oh my God, it is!
Beetle, what are you doing back there?
Yo,
Tito!
my dude.
Are you nostalgic for a simpler time?
A time where controllers didn't have so many buttons.
A time where games weren't so overly complicated by so many plot devices?
Yeah,
Me too. I miss my NES.
Hi, I'm Bill, and I absolutely love old video games. But I didn't have anyone to play with, so I decided to start the Super Switch Club. That's right, a podcast dedicated to discussing and reliving the nostalgia of retro video games that are also on the Nintendo Online Virtual Library. Games like
Star Fox,
Super Mario World,
Kirby's Dream Land 3,
Echo the Dolphin,
Donkey Kong Country,
The Legend of Zelda,
Castlevania Bloodline,
Super Metroid,
Shining Force,
Balloon Fight,
Punch-Out,
Sonic 2,
F-Zero,
Banjo-Kazooie.
Tetris,
Pokemon Snap.
and so much more.
The Super Switch Club is a Podcasters Assemble style show from the We Can Make This Work, probably Podcast Network.
A podcast where we peel away the veneer of nostalgia and play some unnecessarily difficult video games, just because our friends are playing them too.
So join us on the Super Switch Club, where you can relive the nostalgia of tearing your hair out over an NES game that loves to troll the shit out of you.
Fantastic. I'm thoroughly looking forward to this.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Best of all, you can too.
Head on over to probablywork.com/Super Switch Club now to learn more.
Okay. So we got a naked gear hanging down from the wall.
What are you
All right. I can't grab the naked gear.
Right.
you
So
guys
we
are
need
crazy.
to find something. Here we go.
Attached to it. Oh, look,
then
there's
found
a
a big ol'
slab. There's a slab laying on the floor. So you've got to attach it so you can make it turn. Like, there you
Ben's
go, Ben.
ultra handing it
Okay.
around.
Oh.
And now he's going to use Tulin to... Oh, no, you're going to crank it with ultra hand. Okay, so Ben's cranking the gear.
Oh, okay. Crank that baby around.
If you use the D-pad instead of walking.
I think you can have Tula and breathe gust on it too, but
Ben's like, I'm not listening to anybody.
I switched to the D-pad.
Oh, okay.
here we go. Turn it
I'm
around.
spinning this thing, but nothing seems to be happening.
Well, I think you have to use.
No, you got it open.
Oh, there
You got
was.
it open. It's open. Now you can climb the little ladder.
Well, now just use recall.
Right.
So you can use recall and then be up there and ready for the moment that it opened during your process. There you go.
There you
we're
go.
in.
You got
Nice. Great job.
through. Okay, now you
Good
got
teamwork,
another
everybody.
ladder to climb. Okay, be careful.
Oh, and
You have
immediately at the
construct
top
right
of these
there.
stairs is a construct with a spear.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's a
We're
big
back on
dude
the first floor.
too.
This is where we wanted to be.
Sweet.
All right.
Got a Zonai
See the
charge.
him?
And
Here we
Bop,
go.
Bop,
Turbine
bop,
number
bop,
5.
as they say.
bop, bop.
As they say.
Okay. Oh, look.
So they just changed from yellow to green.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, Link. We've unlocked them all. We should be able to open up the hatch on the main deck now. Come on, let's go.
Okay, gotta
The door
get back up
opened
top.
to the north. And
Here we go.
Here we go. Now we're not silly. We're just gonna heal because we've played a game. We've played any video game in our lives before. And
Okay,
Right.
go into the middle. Here we go. Examine. What's gonna happen?
shower or something.
What's gonna happen?
Let's examine it.
Ben Link puts his hand on the portal thing.
The locks all drop down into the ground.
Here we go.
Oh, and we fade to black real quick. Got a little loading sign here while we all wonder how scary it's going to be. And the ground sphincter turns green and opens.
Oh, it's opening up.
And there's just clouds underneath it. And Tulin's bravely at the edge looking down into it.
Whoa!
And
We're blasted up into the air.
Oh, man. Tulin's losing control, but steadies themselves. And here we are flying next to them. Yeah, we're both just gonna dive back down now with so much confidence. And boy, here comes a monster.
Here he comes.
It looks like an onyx. It's like a huge beetle-faced, Colgera, Scourge of the Wind Temple. Bug face, spiky, looks like it has ice all over it. Okay, I got you, Tulin. We're going to take it down.
All right, so here we go. So this is a very cool flying battle.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like many Zelda bosses you've seen before with the huge pincers, a long body, segmented insect-like body. But it has wings instead of a million legs. And
what
so
you
we're going to look for...
when those open up, you want to break those. And you can fall through them.
Yep, so Ben's having some trouble aiming down because the beast is so large that he thinks that he's a little closer than he actually is to it. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And the scope of this is crazy. So Ben fires arrows into this opening in this monster's back. Oh, and now it's disappearing into a portal? Yeah, so now the monster has an open circle. It's coming back out of another... Oh, and just narrowly avoids getting Ben.
Oh, wow, there you go.
Ben's going to use a bomb flower on the end of his arrow. Oh, man, and he missed. He just wasted one of 3 bomb flowers. Nice, but he landed that one. So we're down to some red choo-choo jellies, and our construct bow is badly damaged. It's giving us a lot of grace here with our stamina wheel. It's forever refilling, which is,
Now you're right in front
nice
of it. Very cool.
of the game to not give us that.
Did you get that one? Oh, you got that one.
All right, so we got 2 of them done.
Got one more.
Wow. And Ben is now under.
Very nice.
And fires once, fires twice.
Oh.
Doesn't have
Oh,
a
no.
bow
Glide.
anymore.
Oh, is that what happened?
Whew.
Oh, okay.
Your bow broke, so
Gotcha.
you got to re-equip a bow.
Okay, we got a bow again.
And
I kind of lost where the bad guy went.
Yeah, we don't know. Maybe he went to a portal. Maybe they are just
The
too
Tolan will
far
tell you when he's
above us.
behind you. He'll say, watch out behind you. Oh, there you go. There, his belly's exposed again.
Okay, 1, 2. There we go.
2.
All right,
Got
so he's screaming in agony and pain,
Oh,
but he is not dead yet.
Not dead.
He goes into his
yet.
ice portal.
No, he's not. We all know what happens. Oh, there's the portal.
And he
All
comes
right.
out of the ice portal. Oh, fully recharged.
Fully recharged, and now there is a cyclone kind of in the middle of the arena here that we need to stay clear of.
And it follows you around. You
Wow.
have to stay clear of it.
Yeah, it's a little more aggressive this time. The cyclone's serious. Oh, there's multiple. There's like 3 cyclones that we're not supposed to go into, and they want us. They're asking us.
There's 5
There's
of them.
5? Dang. So many, I can't even count. And now Colgera is spitting chunks of what looks like it's icy, rocky body
And
at
you can
us.
just drop right through that and break it with your body if you
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yep.
really?
Mhm.
Interesting. Did not know that.
fall right through it and crack it that way.
Sweet.
Yeah, if you
So
run
maybe we
out
should
of,
do that next time to
I
save
will.
some of our fire fruits. Okay, we got 1.
Okay, you got cleared 1. You got 2 more to clear. Be careful of
Yep,
the the tornadoes.
Oh,
There he goes in his portal
Colgera
again.
disappears.
Oh, he's
All right, he
he's
shows up
under
right
us
beneath
now.
you and tries to chomp you.
And bends down
no,
to
he
1
got
heart,
ya.
falling through the air
okay.
and eats one of my delicious recipes I've created that I thought would be helpful if we had extra stamina, but I guess it's infinite stamina
Oh, look! Oh!
in this boss fight. Oh, there you go.
Oh, he's right there! Oh! Get him! Get him!
Oh! Ben's got just the tiniest bit here.
You might be able to. You might be close enough.
All right, here we go. And then got the shielding cracked, but did not quite get a chance to get the supple, exposed organ.
We're going to try to here.
And Ben's going to try to do it right here. There's a narrow view field. The leg is in the way. And, nice shot,
Oh,
dude.
you got
That
it.
was impressive.
Okay, they got one more. There it is, right above you.
Use our final ice or fire thing. What do you think?
I see something that like hits hard.
Something sharp. Yep. Just
there we go.
something sharp to it. You got it. Oh.
Colgara screams in agony and gloom. It bleeds gloom.
Wow, that's so cool.
As it tries to ascend into a
look
portal
at the
one
gloom
last time.
stuff that's coming off of them.
And nope, it instead falls from the sky, and its maw.
Oh, there's lasers. There's
Gloom
lasers. All
light
kinds of them.
kablow.
It just exploded.
Wow. And that was nothing.
And now we see that golden rays that we see.
Golden dust, golden rays that we've come to associate with
the gold dust.
with Zelda.
With Princess Zelda, yeah.
She appears and disappears and stuff.
Oh, and we see the blizzard.
The sky's
has
cleared
cleared
up.
Oh.
And
sun
down
is shining.
drops the heart
you
container.
Got a heart.
Nice. So now we'll have 5.
Now we'll have 5 hearts. And the sun comes out and melts the center of the Stormwind arc. And there is a crescent-shaped tear-looking thing, which was very similar to what we saw in the Temple of Time.
Yeah, it looks just like it.
Looks just like it. So we're going to go grab this heart container.
Mm-hmm.
And it fills up our hearts and increases our max by 1. So as Patrick said, we have 5. And Tulin is just staring at this. So we're going to go see what's going on and talk to him.
Okay, so now we get a little cut scene that goes back in time and tells us all about the voice that's been talking to us up here.
And what we see is that it's a giant Ritu. And it's a Ritu that fought alongside Rauru, Princess Zelda, and the rest of the sages all those years ago during the Imprisoning War.
And seeing Princess Zelda there is like a surprise because we have not seen her.
It's not called out at all. She's just like
in
there.
The past. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I know. Standing there.
Right? Just like, where'd she come from? But like, this is the moment where you start to put the pieces together.
Right. And so they're facing down the Demon King, and they actually lose to the Demon King. They're not strong enough to defeat him.
And so Zelda's like, hey, we need to help Link defeat the Demon King in the future. We need to all kind of work together. And so
she asks that the Ritu pledge that when the hero, aka Link, shows up and asks for support, that the Ritu will support the hero of time so he can defeat the Demon King in the future.
Gives me chills. It's so cool.
If we don't do anything, then the world is gonna be in big trouble. I can't let that happen. I'll do this! I'll happily take this secret stone!
And there's the secret stone. Now it's turning all kinds of colors.
And it grows green, and it etches the symbol of the Rito into it.
Yep.
And attaches to his ankle.
Anklet.
Oh, very cool.
I want an anklet.
All the kids are wearing it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Look! Check out what I can do now!
Ta-da! And there he is.
And so we get this avatar of Tulin
Yes, to be your companion.
that can create those gusts.
Link, hold out your hand.
Oh, big hand,
Big
little hand.
I, Tulin, the Sage
Oh,
of
and
Wind,
importantly, he's going to pass to us.
Oh, the ability to use his avatar.
Here it comes.
Take this. It's proof that I'm with you.
And so this is coming to us through Rauru's right arm.
Right, that's attached to Link now.
Right. Our arm glows
Very cool.
in a beautiful lime
With those
green color.
etchings. Link's looking at it, watching it happen.
Glowing. It looks like Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
And we look at the back of our hand, and our pinky ring now has etched into it that same symbol that was on the secret stone.
Sweet.
Oh, that is so cool.
And we are officially able to summon Tulin's avatar, which is why you should all beat this temple first if you haven't.
Yeah, this really is the first temple you should do. It makes the rest of the game so much easier.
Yeah. And what temple should we do next?
What temple should we do next?
Like on our next episode?
Hyrule Podcasters.
See you next time, everybody. Thanks for listening to this episode of
Hyrule Podcasters
Ultra Pod. Exploring a Torn Kingdom.
If you like what you're hearing and want to support us directly, you can head over to our Patreon page. We'd also love to see you in our Discord. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Hyrule Podcasters and on Twitter at Hyrule Podcaster.
As always, this episode was produced by Patrick, and we'd like to thank LT Headtrip for composing original music for the podcast, including our theme song.
If you'd like to play along with us, Tears of the Kingdom is available exclusively on the Nintendo Switch.
And be sure to rate and review us in Apple, Spotify, or wherever ye happen to listen.
And action!
Hey all you sticky lizards. Welcome to another Oops, it's not the season opener. My bad.
Odd Conduit Media.